guys, BA Cubed here. So today we're going to be working on PLL finger tricks. So it's not going to be too tough, but there is a couple tricky things that is a bit hard to get down. So make sure you check out a couple other people's finger trick videos to make sure you know the basics. So I'm going to be listing the ones that use the M's most first, then the ones that use the outside more. Although, again, you do want to know the basic finger tricks, because as I am not going to be showing them in this video. So we're going to be doing the M's. So what better way to start off than with the U-perm? So we're going to be starting with the one that goes right and then across. So the way I like to do it is normal M2, push M, U2, and get your finger up here. Then like that, then M2, that's good. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for U-perm B. So this one again, pretty straightforward. So M2, U prime, push, get your fingers back here, U2, M, U, like that. You can also do pushes in there, but I'm not used to it, so when executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for everyone's favorite PLL, H-perm. There's a couple different ways I do this one. So just the normal way, M2, U prime, M2, U2, M2, U prime, M2. Although another way, the thing is you want to get your finger up here, then M2, push it back like that, M2, U2, get your finger up here again, M2, U prime, like that. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for this PLL that I don't know what perm it's called. Anyways, so I like to hold the two adjacent edges to the left. So then I just normal M2, U prime, M2, U prime, M, U2, M2, U2, M prime. So if you just do it normally with it all lined up, it's going to give you a U2 AUF. You want to work your muscle memory into doing that, because whenever it's lined up, it's going to give you that. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. So now that we're done with all the ones that use mostly M's, we're going to be moving on to the other ones. So we're going to start off with T-perm, R, U, R prime, regrip, U prime, R prime, F, U2, U prime, R prime, U prime, get your finger up here, R, U, R prime, F prime. Now another way you can do it, so you can hold the corner like that, and then like that. So when you do the normal one, the first way I showed you, trouble can be getting your thumb down here in time. And so a way to fix that is by using a push that I usually do. So like that, and then once you get to here, get your finger up here and then push. When executed correctly, it should look something like this, or it could look like this. The way I like to do this is R prime, U prime, your thumb for an F prime, get your fingers up here, and then R, U, R prime, U prime, get your middle finger there, R prime, F with your middle finger, then R2, U, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, sorry, U, and then R prime, U with my middle finger, and R. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. J prime. So, not too hard, just R, U, R prime, F. Then when you do the F, get your fingers on that. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, middle finger for the F. R2, U prime, R prime. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. So we're gonna do R prime, U prime, R, U2, and then I like to either regrip or just use my thumb here. Then with the R prime, like that. And then R prime, U2, and then an L and R consecutively if you can. Then a way to make sure you can get it is put your middle finger on the M so you have more stability, like that. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for like EPROM or whatever this one is. Anyways, so what you want to do, the positioning is kind of tricky because you want to hold it the top side facing you. Right now it's green and orange, then blue and orange. So these two swap, and then these two swap. So that's how you want to hold it with them going straight. Because if you do it the other way, you're gonna get an H perm and have to do another algorithm. That's a bit annoying. It sometimes gets me. So you just want to make sure you're holding it right, the top facing you, and having the two ones that swap to the left and right. Once you have that, then you can go ahead and do the algorithm. R, U prime, R prime, then you gotta do D, R, U prime, R prime. And then here, I used to regrip and do that, but I learned how to do this. So you use your ring finger, which can be a bit tricky, and push for it. So for it, I do the R, U, R prime, then push, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for yet another poem that I don't know the name of. Then you go D. Make sure you get your finger back here. R, D prime. Then B grip for the R. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. Now for another one I don't know the name of. R prime, U2, R, U2, R, U, F, R, U, R prime, regrip, U prime, R, get your thumb down here for the F prime, R2, get ready for the AUF with the U prime. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Now for another one, R2, wide U, R prime, U, R prime, U, R, U, wide U prime, R2, and then you can either rotate or just do it like this, but you rotate, L prime, U, L. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. So you're gonna hold it like this. Then it's not bad. You just do R prime, wide D, regrip for an F, R2, wide U, then get your finger back there, R prime, U, R prime, sorry, R, U prime, R, sorry, R, U prime, R2. When executed correctly, it should look something like this. Here we go. I want to hold it like this. R2, and then F2, R, U2, R, U2, R prime, then use your finger for the F, then get it back there for the R, U, and then we go for R prime, U prime, R prime, F. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. You want to do R, U, R prime, F2, rotate, then do a wide U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, then regrip for an I prime, Y to U back, and then R2. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. R prime, U, R, U, R prime, Y, F, then U prime, R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, and then F, and then a final U. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. Now we have the end poem. F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, regrip, R prime, F, R2, F, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, and then F, R prime. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. Now we have the second end poem. R, U prime, R, F, U prime, F, R, U, R, F, regrip for another R prime, then an F prime, R, U prime, and then an R. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. There's two different ways that I know that are completely different. So the first way, which is easier, is you hold the headlights facing away from you, and then this to the left. Then you go R prime, U, R prime. Then you can regrip for D2, R, U prime, R prime, D2, R2. The more advanced but faster way to do it is by doing a wide T poem. So you're gonna go wide R, U, wide R prime, regrip for U prime, wide R prime, F, wide R2, U prime, wide R prime, U prime, wide R, U, R prime, F, and then again it leaves you with an AUF, so always prepare for that. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this, or this. So for this, you hold it the same way, the two headlights, and then you just do the same thing but opposite. So you go L, U prime, L, D2, L prime, U, L, U2, R2. When executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. Now we have the Y poem. So you want to hold it with the two blocks like this. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. And then I like to push. Then R, U, R prime, regrip, U prime, R, U, R prime, like that. If executed correctly, it should look something along the lines of this. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to BA Cubed over there and watch some of my videos over here. Thanks for watching. Bye!